And I just want to share with you today a little bit about digital properties and what they are and how you can benefit from them in your network marketing business. And, I really believe in network marketing. I believe in it as a way to address, not be the solution, but address our crisis that we are in with regards to the crisis, retirement crisis in the United States and the world, for that matter. And, we're going to have to do something different. And one of the things we can do is network marketing. There's a number of things we can do. You can just go back and get a full-time job, but wouldn't it be nice to be able to create properties that you have a minimal investment in that has a potential for a great return? And so that's the approach that I'm taking, and that's what I want to share with you. And I just want to always say that there are no guarantees, and you can do exactly what I'm doing here and have better results, which that would be awesome. I'd love to hear about that, or not have as good of results. So it's, that's the thing about a blueprint, is that we can get a blueprint, some instructions, but everybody has a slightly different result. And so that's the way it is in digital marketing, in the world of business for that matter. And so unless you're somebody like McDonald's or one of these big chains, one of these, Starbucks or something, where they have their system down to a science, and everything is duplicatable for them. Even if you took their blueprint and they gave you all their secrets, what you would come out with would be something that may look like Starbucks or McDonald's, but it wouldn't be the same. So that same principle applies in digital marketing. And so I want to talk about digital real estate and talk a little bit about what it is, some different types of real estate, and some digital real estate that you can begin to create. And while I'm applying this to network marketing, you can take these principles and use them in any part of digital marketing. And what I've done is I've taken what I've learned from digital marketing and brought it into the network marketing space. So that's the beautiful thing about it also. So when we talk about digital property, what we are talking about is anything that's digital. And it can be a website, it could be cryptocurrency, it could be NFTs, it could be an email list, it could be just anything digital is digital property. And so what we're going to talk about today is web space, or things that we look at on the web. And to give you an example of digital property, you're looking at my website here, Noble MLM, and this is a digital property. But I want to go away from this for just a minute, and I did a search for auto body repair in Dallas. And so every result you see here is a digital property. And what's interesting though is we go to this, I selected a few of these sites, and if we go to the 14 best body shops, what we get is we get this menu type of thing with a lot of different shops on there. And so what this is you come here, it shows their number, and so I can almost guarantee you that this isn't the actual number for Harvey's Paint and Body. It's a number that it's rented so that when you call it, this company, Lifestyle or Expertise.com, knows that you got a call or a lead. So these people are paying for these leads. So people land on this page, and if we go back and look, we can see that there's 480 searches a month here, and if you're paying for the clicks, they're about 16 cents. So you get in there and you can compete. The idea though is that you have all of these options here and that people will choose one, and so you make a few dollars from a visit. And so I'm sure this place is getting more than that. They're sponsoring a lot of traffic. As I've looked around doing my homework for this video, I saw this website along with another one show up quite a bit. So this is real estate, and they make money on this real estate. And whether they're sleeping or whether they're on vacation or they're working on the site. And here's another one. It's with regard to car collision, auto body shops, and you can see that they have sort of the same thing. You can get an online estimate, you can book an appointment, so it's not taking you directly to these companies. They're kind of an intermediary. They're kind of a broker, if you will, and they make money on each of these leads. So when we go over here, and here's another one. So this one isn't set up the same way. This is an actual website, just like mine is for my network marketing business. And this is a digital real estate. So people land here and they find out about you. They see your hours. They can set up an appointment. There's a map. This is a digital real estate. So when you look at real estate like this, this is more than one person could set up. This takes teams of people to run a website like this. This is very well done, professional, and you can create a digital real estate, piece of real estate, just like this one. And this is very clean, and these are kinds of websites I like to build, and I want to show people how to do this. So if that's something you're interested in learning, and you want me to put together a free training on how to build websites very easily and inexpensively, put a comment down below this video and I will take a look at that. So just put in there, I'd like to learn to build websites. So then the other type of real estate we talked about was the one I showed you here, and you can set it up any way you want. This is your store. It's a place for you to send people. It's a place for people to come. So you really want it to look as nice as possible. And so if we just showed up here, I have the book, my freebie, my fabulous freebie I call it. It slides in there, place to take your name and email, and then just little bits of information that slide in. Very clean, very professional looking, and you can build a website like this very, very easily. And then there I have my header, my YouTube channel, my blog, and give you an opportunity to work with me. And I have a page there, a video that explains how my process works. And so this is a piece of real estate that works for me around the clock. So what's really neat about this page, I will add, is if you were to go here and find out about the program I work with, what you would do is you'd go in here, I'd take you through a little process, get your email, of course, and I have a rotator. And so people that I have sponsored, and not even people that I've directly sponsored, go into that rotator. And so when you click on this link, you may get my page, you may get somebody else's business page. And so what it does is it just rotates through those pages that I have in there, and everybody gets an opportunity to be seen and sign somebody up. So for example, if your page was in there and somebody landed on that, they consumed that information, decided to sign up, they would sign up underneath you. I do this as a way of sharing leads and to help my group. And so my dream is that more and more people would do this sort of thing within the group, and could you imagine the power in that? So anyway, I didn't mean to digress, but this is my digital real estate and what it does for me. And I've got training in here and resources and all types of things. So another type of digital real estate I have is my YouTube channel. And so I have this YouTube channel. It's about 3 months old, and I have 42 videos, as you can see here. It's youtube.com @nobullmlm, and if you want to go check it out. And so there's all the videos that I produce. And so, I know a lot of people don't produce video because they're afraid to, or maybe they don't know how to. And so I am building this channel with the most minimal equipment that I have. I do have a nice microphone, but the camera I'm using is just a webcam. It's not a cheap one. It's not totally expensive either. I don't know what they sell for today, but probably about $80, which isn't a lot for a good camera. And it has speakers on it. So there's a lot of options there. And I would be glad to share with you what I'm doing. And again, if that's something that you're interested in, just put that down in the comments so that I know what kind of trainings to start creating. So what I'm doing here is I'm producing these digital real estates. And if you watched my last video, it was about the power of 100. And the thing about that is what I talk about is doing something every day for 100 days. So what I'm doing is I'm creating content for 100 minutes for 100 days. That's 150 hours. I figured it out. And so at the end of that 100 days, I will have started putting together quite a collection of digital property. And so I'm all in. I'm focusing on video, and really video is where I'm focusing. I have a blog. I write a few blog posts, but my focus isn't on the blog, it's on doing video. Now the reason I like video is because, especially on YouTube, is because it has a long shelf life. I have other channels that are several years old that I haven't uploaded a video to, and they continue to get views every day. I've got a channel that gets 80 to 100 views a day, and I don't do anything. So if I wanted to really focus on that, I could probably monetize that to some degree and get more views. But my point is, when you build a solid piece of real estate that has traffic and is converting for you, then you can free yourself up to move on and do other things. But I encourage you that if you're thinking about getting into a digital business or network marketing, and you start to build that out, do it for 100 days. Now it's going to take more than 100 days, but pick one piece of it. And I'm focusing on video for 100 days, and that's where I'm spending my 100 minutes a day is on video. So take that one thing. It could be blogging, it could be writing an ebook, or whatever it is. But take that and do that for 100 days every day, and you will be surprised at what will happen. You'll become conditioned. You will form a new habit. They say that it takes 30 days to form a new habit. Well, you just barely started that habit. Could you imagine going 100 days with that habit? It would become like second nature. And then you can take on the next thing and just focus on that for 100 days every day. So I want to encourage you that as you are thinking about maybe options, as you are contemplating your own retirement crisis, or maybe you're looking at wondering if you're going to outlive your investments or your money, or you're thinking that maybe you need to go back to work, and if you're not there yet, this is a great place to start, because the real estate is cheap in comparison to the potential payoff. You're not buying a piece of property somewhere. You're not having to build a building or rent a building or lease a building. You're not having to buy equipment. You're not having to hire people and put them on a payroll unless you're outsourcing, and then you're just outsourcing and they're responsible for their own taxes because you hire them through a website like Upwork or something like that. So it's completely different, and there's so much freedom in it. And the thing about it is, it takes dedication, it takes work, and it takes time. And so start investing a little bit every day for 100 days, and then look at where you're at. And I want to encourage you that if you watched my last video and you're thinking about doing that, record it. It doesn't matter if you put it on a spreadsheet, write it on in a notebook, but just record it and make little notes of where you're at, so that you can sit there at the end of 100 days and appreciate the progress you've made. Because when you get into digital marketing, it is daunting, because there is no feedback. I'm looking at you right now. I'm talking to you. I'm thinking about who I'm talking to, but I'm looking at a camera. And so it is hard at first, but that is something that you can overcome. I'm not standing in front of a group of people, and when they start to fall asleep and fall off their chair, well, that's a pretty good indication that you're not very effective and you need to step it up a little bit. And when people sit up in their chairs and you're watching them interact and their faces light up, and you get that feedback, and you don't get that feedback when you're doing this. And the cool thing about it, though, is you can make all the mistakes you want. You can even stop, pause, get up, take a drink, come back, finish your video, and take that video, and you can edit all of that stuff out. So it's fun, it's enjoyable. When you get into network marketing, there's a community there. So I just wanted to share with you today what digital real estate was and how it could benefit you in your digital marketing efforts or your network marketing efforts. And if you have any questions, please reach out to me. Subscribe to the channel, and hope you enjoyed this. I hope it was helpful, and I'll see you in the next video. God bless you.